What's going on, everyone? So, before I dive into this video, we did get some information on Chad and Mindy Meeks. Nothing major, just kind of, how they get involved, right? It's not like a key plot point that's going to ruin the movie or anything like that, but I know some people don't want any information. And the idea that I have, this kind of theory that is based on that information that I want to talk about, it is an educated guess. And I don't want to ruin anything for anybody because it is based on, information that came out. Again, it's nothing major. It's nothing that I think would spoil anything for anybody. But my theory could become true because it is an educated guess and that could potentially ruin something for somebody. So just want to kind of give you a chance. 3, 2, 1. All right, if you're still here, I assume you don't mind. Well, we got information yesterday or a couple days ago now. My days are all over the place, but got some information that Chad and Mindy Meeks are going to be involved with Gale Weathers, that Chad is expected to be the cameraman and Mindy is expected to be kind of like the sidekick reporter, that's kind of the way that they get involved in the upcoming Scream movie, which would be awesome. I'm all for that. But something that I touched on briefly in that video, in that information video, if you want more information on that, go check that video out after this one, of course. But one of the things that I kind of touched on and explored, because the idea kind of popped in my head that I want to elaborate on, is the potential of Chad and Mindy dying or getting themselves in some serious trouble by kind of getting their nose involved into something that they shouldn't get their nose involved into, right? They want to be reporters, right? Why else would they be, the cameraman and the reporter in Mindy's case, unless they wanted to get scoops and they wanted to kind of get in that field? Now, is it something that they want to do and that's like their career path? Who knows? Maybe it is. Maybe it's something that, they're trying to do for school credits or something like that. Or maybe they have some interest, some base level interest, and they want to see, is this something where we want to go? Kind of have this twin reporting group type thing. And maybe they want to start a YouTube channel or something like that, reporting and getting into the hard information, the hard facts. Well, Gale Weathers loves to just inject herself and try to get the scoop and, has put herself in some compromised positions before. Maybe the Meeks Twins do something, right? What if there really is this cult-like route and they stumble across the lair or they follow a Ghostface or something like that to the hangout spot or the lair or whatever, and they're there trying to record and get the scoop and they get caught. They get found out, right? Maybe they die and the Ghostface there. What if there's just this group attack? That would be kind of cool. I'm not gonna lie. Kind of think of when Chad was getting, stabbed by multiple Ghostface and it was oh, that's cool, right? And they all wipe the blade. What if you got an even more elaborate version of that where the Meeks Twins get kind of knocked out. They're tied to the chair and they kind of wake up and are come to and they're just and surrounded by Ghostface everywhere. And then Ghostface just goes crazy and just starts they just both just getting brutalized by all these Ghostface. That would be an awesome kill, right? Maybe I'm alone in this. Let me know down in the comments if you agree. But could you imagine that? Imagine if they're you have Mindy maybe holding the microphone down. They're up on this perch or whatever, and they're just kind of holding the mic down, trying to get the audio. Chad's there kind of in the trenches, trying to get the video and they're recording and stuff. And then just bink, right? They both wake up. They're tied up to a chair. They're just what is going on? Let us go. And you got this cult of Ghostface kind of surrounding them. And they're just they know this is probably it. Now you could go the route with the bait where they get captured and they're kind of use this bait to lure Sydney and lure Gale and stuff like that. You could do something like that with think of Scream 3, right? When Roman had Gale and Dewey tied up and was able to use them as kind of the bait to get Sydney back. And she was like, how do I know that they're alive? And, kind of, give them the old poke, right? Maybe do something like that. And they're just kind of tied up, Ghostface are around, and they're sending videos, and they're we got your friends. If you want them to survive, you better come, right? And that's how they kind of get trapped and ambushed and kind of use the Meeks Twins as the bait. But I also kind of like the idea, look, Chad should have died. Both of them should have died at each film already. But Chad more than anybody. Chad's been, brutally attacked twice now. And, yes, I've seen people be like, well, Dewey did the same thing. It wasn't even close. Like, Dewey's attacks were not even in the same stratosphere as, like, Chad's attack in Scream 5 was worse than all of Dewey's attacks combined, outside of, obviously, Scream 5, where he got, like, tore from front to back. I gotta be careful how I phrase things. It's YouTube. But, like, literally. And then, you saw Chad in Scream 6. That was even worse. I mean, he had 2 Ghostface just stabbing him all over and just going crazy on the guy, right? Mindy, same thing. She's on the trade. She gets knife turned, everything like that, like left for dead. And they both survive, right? So, okay, fine. At some point, do they just decide, like, hey, we're going to take them out? What better way to take them out than just like 20 Ghostface just going ham on both of them, right? And they're all just like taking turns, just like going crazy on the Meeks twins, and they're just sitting there, just like staring at, like, you could have such an emotional scene, right? Like having Chad and Mindy just like, blood and all that stuff, and they're just like, I love you type thing, and they're just boom, 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 and they're just right? Like, trying to give you a bit of a visual here. Like, I don't know. I think that'd be a cool scene. Like, I think that'd be awesome. It'd be like, oh, snap. Like, this is how they go, huh? This is how they go out, right? And then maybe all the Ghostface, like, wipe their knives at the same time or something like that. And you have, like, 20 Ghostface and UNICEF, right? Like, that be a pretty cool kind of death, in my opinion. Like I said, chances are they probably won't go that route. I don't even know if they'll actually kill the Meeks twins, right? Kind of seems like their plan is to kind of keep the Meeks twins around. They lost, Jenna Ortega, Melissa Barrera. They're both, the Carpenter sisters. Be surprised if we see them again in the Scream franchise. Jenna Ortega maybe at some point. I mean, she didn't leave because of the Melissa Barrera, situation. She left because scheduling conflict. So maybe she comes back at some point. I know her and Chad had a flame, but Chad supposedly has another girlfriend, which is Celeste, or appears. We don't know that for certain, but it appears to be Celeste. Plus, they shot and filmed a bunch of scenes together and stuff like that. So I think that's the route they're going to go. But I don't know. I think that'd be a cool kill. I think that'd be one of the cooler kills in the Scream franchise, right? But that's assuming that they go the cult route. Chad and Mindy get themselves in that compromised position. Maybe even if it's not a cult route, maybe they just get themselves in a compromised position. Maybe they get captured or something like that, or maybe Ghostface just kills them that way. I just think the cult, if they do go the cult route, which kind of seems like that's the route they're going to go, I think that'd be kind of cool, right? Especially because you have like 18 characters in this upcoming Scream movie. So cult kind of makes sense. But let me know your thoughts and opinions down in the comments. Do you agree? Disagree? Kind of mixed in the middle. What do you think of this? Do you think that'd be a cool kill? Do you think like, nah, it's a little too over the top? How do you feel? Whatever your thoughts are. Either way, I'd love to hear it. So let me know down in the comments below. That being said, if you haven't liked this video, hit that like button. Helps me a lot. So we enjoy these types of videos and I truly appreciate it. Not subscribe channel, hit that subscribe button. Turn on the bell notifications. Appreciate y'all. See you in the next one.